I got a tattoo. This is the best tattoo I've ever seen. I know I'm not the only one who thinks Dwayne Johnson looks like The Rock. If my sock has a hole in it, should I throw it away? No, all socks come with a hole so you can put your foot in it. Bullets only do their job after they're fired. Tim Cook says that Apple is working on something bigger than the iPhone. The iPad? Describe pizza in 3 words. Circle, but triangle. The average amount of skeletons in a body is technically more than one. What the M&M caramel logo basically is. Simplest ways to make passive income. Thread, stop doing your job and hope they don't notice. Almost dead in disbelief at the parasite that had been inside his body for decades. In my defense, the flight attendant said, please familiarize yourself with all the safety features aboard the aircraft. This girl took this too seriously. Tear here. When I was a kid, I thought vegetarian and lesbian was the same thing. Well, both lifestyles do lack meat. This girl photoshopped a Starbucks logo on her cup for Instagram. I saw 2 feet of snow in Chicago this morning. What would be the coolest way to die? Hypothermia? What is on your mind? It's so weird that in order to go to sleep, you have to pretend like you are already sleeping. Oh my god, I would literally kill for this view. Brandy is 42. How? She was born 42 years ago. Making a plant illegal is like saying God was wrong. Making a plant illegal was one of the first things God ever did. He's a president, like him or not. Hashtag not my president. He is. No, he literally isn't my president. I'm Norwegian. I asked for extra cheese on my burrito, and this is not what I meant. If I was your lifeguard, would you let me save you? Yeah, I would let any lifeguard save me. When you pick up a quarter off the ground, you're making $450 an hour for 2 seconds. My sister calls it wrapping paper. Selfie with Messi. How to write hello in Mandarin. I asked my nephew how old his dad was, and he replied, 6. I said, how can he only be 6 if you're 6? He said, because he's only been a dad since I was born. What does every Roblox YouTuber have in common? They play Roblox. Yet another unrealistic body standard for women. Man mistakes hunting buddy for deer. Shoots him during hunt in South Carolina. I can't blame him based on that picture. Name this character. Wrong answers only. Metal Jesus. He even has the authentic handholds. Countries arranged by geographical location. Kia. No Kia. When you want to be festive but not too welcoming. There are only 5 planets you can see with the naked eye. Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. Try 6. You can definitely see Earth. Here's an apartment. I made this entirely with 3D software. Well, if you made it with 2D software, it would have been an image of a flat. He's technically not wrong, right? Reserved for green vehicles. 43 billion seems like a lot of money to spend to stop people from tweeting out this photo. As an adult, I always forget that I can literally get in my car, buy a cake whenever I want, and no one can stop me. You know who probably doesn't have one case of the virus? That island of people who shoot intruders with arrows on sight. God bless them, and I hope they are doing well. After 19 years, the Ellen Show will finally end on May 26th. Finally, some good news. Americans have literally no banter. I don't know what country this is coming from, but we've probably beaten you in some war at some point. I'm American. Civil War. One time, I went to hand someone a bowl of hot soup, and my brain tried to say, careful, it's hot, and here's your soup. So instead I blurted out, careful, it's soup, I like your name. Thanks, I got it for my birthday. Not to sound politically unaware, but did you guys know that Fox News has absolutely no news about foxes? How my family sees me versus how I see my family. Washington's army did not receive any support from Godzilla. It's technically true. My teacher would give you half a point or quarter a point for an answer that was not wrong. This is not wrong. Fun fact, spiders are the only web designers that enjoy finding bugs. Caution, water on road during rain. If you had a Roblox game or YouTube channel blow up overnight and you earned $10,000, what would you get? $10,000? How a camel climbs a sand dune. No offense to camels, but I thought they would be a bit better than this. Not my place to question their technique. I just think it leaves something to be desired. The 4 horsemen of news headlines. World Bank says poor people need money. Diana was still alive hours before she died. Federal agents raid gun shop, find weapons. Planes forced to land at airports. What is the one thing that separates successful men and unsuccessful men? Success. That moment when you realize your friend's kid will be immune to your mama jokes because he has 2 dads. Your mom is so ugly. Your dad has a husband. Beautiful aerial photo of Africa from an altitude of 2,000 feet. Aerial photo of Brazil from an altitude of 4 feet. Bill Gates is not a doctor or a scientist. He is a man trying to play God. Bill Gates is actually not a gate. When is Twitter support going to do something about this moron who keeps mocking my posts? This is ridiculous and unacceptable behavior. Anyone know anyone called Leon that might want these? I ordered Noel, but they sent me the wrong one. Tell me what state you are from with 2 words. From Connecticut, when the rules of literally any card game are explained to me. What smells better than Then it tastes. A nose? Technically the truth. What screams, I have no life? A tombstone with your name on it. Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker have named their newborn son Rocky 13 Barker. That's an odd middle name. The hell is a book? It's a movie without video and audio, so just subtitles? Exactly. I would literally die if a boy did this to me. Do cigarettes expire? No, cigarettes don't expire, but the person smoking them does. The people who bought those 20-foot skeletons and keep using them are the real heroes. When I bake bread, I give thousands of yeast organisms false hope by feeding them sugar before ruthlessly cooking them to death in the oven and eating their corpses. Can you blow my mind with a space fact? Space is the longest key on a typical keyboard. Most people think that T-Rexes can't clap because they have short arms, but really, it's because they are dead. If you're ever just hiking in the woods and you get lost, just look up and find the brightest star in the sky, and you'll know which way space is. Why did you choose our company? Because you are recruiting. What can you bring to the company? A new employee. Push if that doesn't work. Pull if that doesn't work. We must be closed. They are called hooves, dummy. The amazing feats of mountain goats. He's going to make the perfect dad someday. Did you eat the leftovers I was saving in the fridge? No, I ate them in the living room. I asked for extra cheese on the burger. Clearly someone's first day. This is what sand looks like under a microscope. Hi, fellow legends. Any restaurants in that place that accept toddlers? I went to Antonio's and they only accept cash or credit card. How to stop stressing about tasks. Complete the task. What's the game that describes you? Destiny 2. I told my daughter she couldn't hang out with her friends until she hung up her laundry. Not sure if I should ground her or applaud her ingenuity. How I look in the mirror versus how I look in real life. What is your secret to sleep well? Bash my head against my bedside anvil until I pass out. How the F do you make friends as an adult if you don't drink? Have you considered joining a cult? Guys, how do you tell your wife you have a child outside? You ask her to come outside to meet the child. Can you beat Far Cry 5 with only a shovel? I'm surprised he couldn't beat it with such groundbreaking technology. Once you've read the dictionary, every other book you read is just a remix. Husband, I'm getting you diamonds for our anniversary. Wife, nothing would please me more. Husband gets her nothing instead. Hey people who know astrology, I've been having a lot of feelings lately. Any planets I can blame that on? Earth. 1932 versus 2016. A comparison of the 100-meter swim. I bet another 100 years from now, they'll be faster. I don't think so, man. They will be 120 years old or dead. What is a dead giveaway that someone is an only child? That they don't have any siblings? What do these countries have in common? They are all red. I told my son he could eat half of my grapes. Whatever you do, always give 100%, unless you're donating blood. I have committed no crimes. Stalking. When two people go for a long romantic walk together, but only one of them knows about it. Googled cool gaming mouse and I found this. Africa is way bigger than you think. Banana for scale. I hugged me mum today. First time in a year. Magic. Can't wait to do the same. Don't think my mum is expecting you. Wife asked me to make a half pack of spaghetti. Chips are basically like, do you want to eat a potato at one page at a time? An overcrowded British prison. He's cured. Actually, if you look at the heart rate monitor, he's flatlining. He's cured. A miracle. Wait, isn't every surgery in Lego just a plastic surgery? My puzzle has letters on the back to check placement. My puzzles do the same thing, but with a giant picture. I'm in love with you. Nice shoes. Thanks. They're Vans. Megan looks amazing. Bare arms at a funeral. Not good. She's American. She has the right to bear arms. What geologists see after shoveling snow. Why is being alive so expensive? I'm not even having a good time. I want a refund. What can I do to get healthier, doctor? Use a bicycle and cut the carbs. Me. Baby roach. What happens if we get sprayed with Raid? Papa roach. Suffocation. No breathing. Lava lamp versus magma lamp. Girls are like strawberries. Sometimes they are in the grocery store. Don't give up on us yet. Americans are itching towards the metric system. Wouldn't it be we're 2.54 centimetering towards the metric system? My generation acts like they invented podcasts, but my mom has been leaving 40-minute voicemails since before the internet. If you don't know the difference between an alligator and a crocodile, here it is. The crocodile is next to the alligator. Wrapping your leg in cabbage makes your leg smell like cabbage. Is there a humane way to take hostages? We call those social obligations. Somebody called country music farm emo, and I can't stop thinking about it. I sit blindfolded. A woman in a lab coat feeds me a Twix. Left, she marks her notes. 329 consecutive correct guesses. Is there actually any difference? The left ones don't taste right. This is incredible. China is testing its new autonomous electric train that does not need traditional tracks. It runs on a virtual track and can go anywhere. Bro, that's a bendy bus. I've got way too much time on my hands. I know my boss is sick of me. Did you call a customer dumb tonight? No, I said, are you dumb? I was asking him. Car companies always advertise how quickly their cars go from 0 to 100, but not 100 to 0, even though it's a lot more important. It's too easy to cheat in that category by using a wall. Eating too much cake is the sin of gluttony. However, eating too much pie is okay, because the sin of pie is always 0. Stay close to your roots. Well, those are branches. Saw 8 people? I have seen 8 people today. Yes. If you don't come to my funeral, I ain't coming to yours. Without filter versus with filter. Man, why the hell is there a train in front of my house? A whimsical journey awaits, and you're just sitting there fucking tweeting. Like, seriously, Costco. They totally screwed up my cake. Papa John's looks like the guy in a zombie movie that gets bitten and tries to hide it from the rest of the group. I still think my favorite thing that's ever happened to me on the internet is the time a guy said, people change their minds when you show them fags. And I said, actually, studies show that's not true. And linked 2 sources, and he said, yeah, well, I still think it works. Honey, tell me what's wrong. Fire trucks are actually water trucks. A good romance starts with a good friendship. A bad romance starts with rah, ah, 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 ah. We take it for granted today, but a single Dorito has more extreme nacho flavor than a peasant in the 1400s would ever get in his whole lifetime. Before you post, think, T, true. Is it helpful? Is it inspiring? Necessary? Kind? Those all start with I. When you ask for someone's name, you're essentially asking them, what noise should you make to get their attention? Knives are better deserving of the name chopsticks. Someone in this world has consumed more mayonnaise than anyone else currently alive, and they don't even know it. Okay, when does a joke become a dad joke? When it becomes apparent. Just a warning, if you're buying a watch on Amazon, I learned the hard way that if it says you can swim with it, this only applies if you can already swim without it. My son was just born, and another dad at the nursery congratulated me and said his daughter was born yesterday, said maybe they will marry each other. Sure, like my son is going to marry someone twice his age. Can you come out? Yeah, give me a minute. Mom, I'm gay. I know that's silly. Come out of the car. Car, I'm gay. What does this mean? That, my friend, is exactly the question you have to ask. It means that this is one of the best ways to pile up rocks and not have them fall down for a long time. This is a dinosaur-free workplace. It has been that many days since the last incident. In Breaking Bad, Walt Jr. has trouble hitting the brakes. He is Breaking Bad. Air vibrates in a pattern. Humans, well, that's music to my ears. A surgeon versus a plastic surgeon. Life hack, avoid red lights by driving at that much miles per hour. This velocity will blue shift them enough to appear green. I live for my girlfriend. I live for money. I live for my dreams. I live for 2 reasons. 1, I was born. 2, I haven't died yet. If you can travel back in time, what will you do? Me, my younger self. How lucky are you? Technically, you are just as lucky as the other 99.999% of people who bought a ticket. Fish and chips. This is not fish and chips. If something is old as fuck, then it's about 1.2 billion years old, because that's when life evolved sexual reproduction. Wow, fuck is old. However, if something is old as balls, it's only about 65 million years old, when placental mammals began to evolve proper testicles. I love biologists. Did you know, when a black cat crosses the street, it means the animal is going somewhere? Original image versus cropped image. Look at all those ducks. There are at least 10. Who should really be behind bars? Bartenders. Farquad. Farquad. Farquad on a quad. Far. This is why I love Club Penguin. I miss the game though. $1. How many atoms are there in the universe? There's got to be at least a million. Man, one time I saw a comment on a sewing website that had posted a dress pattern for a 2-year-old, where the comment was asking for help resizing it to fit a 1-year-old, and a year later, the website owner responded with, sorry for the late reply, it should fit now. If we remove all laws, crime rate would technically be 0. True random number generator. Minimum 1. Maximum 1 million. Result 69,420. Damn, that's like 1 in a million chance. I hate you so much. I hope you collapse. Arch enemies. How far does a squirrel have to fall? 0 feet. Squirrels have been known to die without falling at all. So the answer to your question is 0 feet. I have successfully performed a heist on one of the largest corporations on earth. I stole an onion from Walmart when I was 5. You have to stop telling yourself you're going to make banana bread. You're not going to make banana bread. Just let them go, man. Dads hate stopping on road trips because then all of the vehicles they worked hard to pass for the last hour get back ahead of them. What we grew up with versus what kids today grow up with. Before Amazon Prime, wow, they said 8 to 10 days, and my package came in 8. How nice. After Prime. If I don't get these cat coasters within 24 hours, I am going to hurt myself. I am officially at the age where I stop upgrading my iPhone until it stops working. When you try pulling the hotel blanket from where it's tucked, there's only 15 episodes of Mr. Bean. As a kid, I thought I'd seen about 10 series. Imagine believing that you've married the love of your life, just to find out that they cut pizza with scissors like a psycho. Infinity Gauntlet Meat Tenderizer. Legend has it that this car belonged to a man who parked in the shade while his wife ran into the Hobby Lobby. sorry. Just for a few things. He's not wrong. When you come over, 4:23. That's very specific. Any particular reason for that time? If you think about it, any time is a specific time. Like 4 o'clock is a specific time too. So it's no more specific than any other time. Well, I mean, I guess it is because of societal norms. Spins my clothes in a wet metal tube, then bakes them in a different metal tube to undo the wetness. In literature, this is called defamiliarization, so congrats, this post is officially a literary masterpiece. In my house, it's called laundry. Thank you. Nerd and loser were hard-hitting insults in the early 2000s, and now they are used as affectionate terms. We have truly come full circle. Sorry, but no, we did a 180. A full circle would mean that we went back to them as insults. Nerd. A bar of iron costs 5... Whoa. Yeah! Damn, that kinda hurts. But it doesn't. I don't know, Sneezing's just such a weird feeling. A bar of iron costs $5. Made into horseshoes, it's worth $12. Made into needles, it's worth $3,500. Made into balance springs for watches, it's worth $300,000. Your own value is determined also by what you're able to make of yourself. Tearing yourself apart and selling bits to as many people as possible is the key to wealth. Got it. I told my husband I wanted a picture alone with Jason Momoa, but he wasn't comfortable with that. Now imagine if okay, I don't really care about that, but damn, dude. Your wife actually said this to you? That's fucked up. What do you mean you don't know how to cook? Do you guys want me to do a rodent meme video? Like rats, mice, guinea pigs, hamsters, all that type of stuff. Capybaras, doorbell rings. This is the moment I fell in love with Bilbo, because I understand this expression to the depths of my soul. Reminds me of the one post, 93% of people think they can take a lion or a bear with a knife, because I know someone is looking at this, saying they can make this jump. I can't even take an unarmed bear or lion. No way am I trying to fight one that's figured out how to use a knife.